Yo. What's up? Welcome to Football Friday. Welcome to my podcast, Game Day Gospel, with your boy, Pastor Rod. Hope everything's doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. Big weekend, man. You know, big weekend of sports, big weekend of football. Today, we're going to talk about, even just thinking about them make me depressed, man. They haven't played a game yet this week. Manchester United. Talk about these guys. We got a big game this week, man. You know what's sad? It's sad the fact that a game against Brentford, 8th game of the season, is a big game for Man U. That I don't get it, bro. That's sad. Watching the Beckham documentary on Netflix and watching that and seeing who we were and how we have fallen. It's really sad, man, to see that the name Manchester United does not carry that much weight anymore as it used to. But nonetheless, you know, that's my team. I gotta support my guys, even though it's bad for my health. But I still gotta support them. You can't turn your back on your team. But yeah, it's a few big games this week. Of course, for my sake, we have Man U versus Brentford. We also have Man City playing Arsenal. We'll touch that. We have Brighton versus the Pool. We'll touch that as well. Also an interesting game for Sunday, and it's at 9 o'clock over here. Newcastle and West Ham. I think that's a big game too. West Ham has been playing well, and you know, I think it's important to see, you know, how far they've grown and see where that goes. So it's important to see. But of course, we gotta start talking about the boys, the Red Devils, Manchester United, as we play Brentford. Ever since the debacle that was the Champions League game against Galatasaray, it's been a lot of just positive vibes in the press talking about Ten Hag, his job is safe and blasé. But see, I don't understand. Like, we sound like a bunch of losers, bro. We sound like a bunch of just guys that just don't understand sports. If your team is struggling, it looks like he's lost the locker room. It looks like, you know, things are not going well. The standard has fallen. This job could be a little bit too big for him. Why don't you sit there and just not say anything? Don't give this guy a vote of confidence. This reminds me of Ali all over again. As he was sitting here losing, and the problem with Ten Hag, you know how this is going to end. He is not going to lead us to the promised land. We're not going to win any titles. We're not going to win any cups. We'll win a Carabao Cup here and there. May win an FA Cup, but the real titles, the Champions League, the EPL title, we're not going to win that with Ten Hag. Ten Hag is a great coach for Fulham, a great coach for maybe like Villa or like a Burnley, a mid-table squad of young guys with low wages, and he could sit there and have them run laps all day and play these games. You can't eat in the cafeteria. You can't come back until you say I'm sorry. Those things work for mid-level squad, but not big-time squads like Manchester United. So we know how this is going to end. He may win this weekend, win a couple games, may beat a Chelsea, win against the Spurs, win against the Pool, one game here, there, and then, oh man, the ship is sailed. Manchester United is back, but then lose to Burnley, lose to Everton. We know how this is going to end. Obviously, this is not the job for him. Not saying he's a bad guy or a bad coach, but certain coaches can't coach on certain levels. These things, you know, you run miles and you run laps, you have to go back and forth. These things don't work on these teams, bro. Pep is not having teams run laps, bro. It's not happening, bro. So this job is obviously too big for him, man. And those of us who are saying get this guy fired is because he's just wasting our time. He may win a couple games, may finish fourth on a down season, fifth and sixth, but is that the standard now? Is that the way we should expect to just be mid-table? Spend all this money. We're Manchester United. We sit here and just say, you know what? Whatever happens, happen. FA Cup, great season. That's the issue. This guy is obviously, he can't coach this team. He can't coach at this level. There's only certain people. Me personally, before they hired him, before they had Ali, my cry was to hire Ancelotti. Ancelotti is used to coaching at this level, bro. This guy is not. He's used to coaching low wage, low money, young guys so he can shape and mold and do what he says. That is what Ajax is. Ajax not a big time squad in the world. They could be a big time Dutch squad, but worldwide, these guys aren't on great fixtures. These guys ain't making all this money. These guys aren't used to playing at that level. Like, it's the same thing happening in Arsenal. The reason why he was able, Arteta, who I call Mighty Mouse, constantly hopping around and jumping around at every single goal his team scores, sitting here and want to fight people, but he's like 5'1", and he can't fight a fake tough guy. But he sits there and he was able to do what he can with a young team like Arsenal. They were young, low wages, no popularity, low expectations. So a lot of these dumb tactics and things he does, like playing Pictionary during matches, as we saw during the documentary and stuff like that, works for a certain level of player. So what Ten Hag is doing, it doesn't work for everybody. See, Arteta is going to get in trouble once these guys start getting paid, getting these extensions. You know, the word is out that him and Gabriel, Saliba, they're having issues. They're beefing. They don't like each other. He's eventually gonna leave. You know, to get to that point where you sit there and they have all this beef. What's gonna because these guys are, you know what? I want to make a certain amount of money. I want to do a certain, you know what I'm saying, a certain level. So all these little mind games you want to play, all these things you want to talk about, I'm doing that. I'm doing all of that is not going to happen. So him and Gabriel and him and Saliba, supposedly they're beefing because these guys are starting to get to a certain level. And so you know what? Frick this! I'm not playing your games. I'm going here. They're the cornerstones of their defense, but they're beefing. They're beefing. So I think a lot of what's going on, we have to admit, is the fact that things that, you know, now guys on certain levels. So Gabrielle's sitting here like, yo, kick rocks. I'm not listening to you. That's why he missed a couple of games, the first couple of games, because there's a tension that they're saying. You know, I'm not no inside Arsenal reporter, but I've heard that a couple times from different people, and it makes sense. When folks start making a certain amount of money, when folks are starting to get to a certain level, they ain't listening to you. Sancho, he's telling this guy, Ten Hag, kick rocks, bro. I'm not saying I'm sorry. They made me take down the post, and that's all I'm doing, bro. These things don't work here. So for everybody that is supposedly saying, you know, according to rumors that his job is safe, they back Ten Hag is stupid. We know how this movie's going to end, and it's not going to end well. So I wish my squad could wake up, man. Look at this to prove this, right? Can someone tell me why they signed Mason Mount? How is Mason Mount and Bruno going to play together? Like explain to me how they fit. They play the same position. And you're trying to force him in for what reason? This is what we do. We play guys out of position and expect things to work. We have Mason Mount playing out of position, right? For a long period of time. Jadon Sancho playing out of position. Now we have Amrabat, the company guy, I'll run through the wall for the coach and play goalkeeper guy, sit here and playing left back, bro. That's not his position. Ron, what are you supposed to do? Do you know Lindelof plays I believe left or right back for Sweden? He has played for Sweden. Lindelof cannot win a header. Honestly, if it was me and him in the box, I'll win the header. And I'm 5'8" with a 2-inch vertical, bro. He cannot win a header, bro. So he forces Lindelof in the middle and forces I'm about to play out of position. Like, this is amateur stuff, bro. Our issue we have now, one of the biggest issues we have on this squad is the number 10. Our captain is not the best number 10 we have. Eriksen for a half. I know he's not 100% in health. Mason Mount may be the guy that should be playing the number 10. That's his natural position. Why do you bring a guy paying millions of dollars to play out of position, and you get frustrated when they're not playing well? Let's not forget the first 2 games he had. He struggled. Let's not forget the issues that Mount had when he first came on a squad, trying to figure out a position. This makes no sense. This is FIFA, bro. This is football manager type behavior. You probably can't even do it on football manager, bro. You know, like on FIFA, when you have a guy, you put him out of position, their ratings go down. It's like me saying I'm playing CR7 in his prime at center back, and he'll be able to win all the headers and do all the goals. No, they're not at their natural position. This is not going to work. This is amateur hour at Old Trafford, bro. Sitting here and doing all this dumb stuff. So the coach is not ready, man. The team is not built right. The team is not set up right, bro. So we're going to see. We're going to see what our starting 11 is going to be. I don't know. I don't think he's going to change anything. The biggest questions is goalie. Is Onana going to start? I think he shouldn't start. He needs to take a mental health day and to chill and to relax and gather himself, because what's going to happen now is these teams are going to go straight out, press the guy and pepper him with shots because he's not in his right mind. So I think it's important to figure out what we're going to do with that. Listen, I'm the kind of guy, I don't care, bro. I want to win. If the backup comes in and does better, then he plays, bro. I don't care how much we lost, how much we paid for him. He's not the guy. Put him in the Carabao Cups. Put him to do the same thing Arsenal did with Pepe. Just get him out of here, bro. And come on, because honestly, I worry about him, bro. No lies. I worry about the guy, man. The guy is not right in his head right now. What team mental? We got Rashford sitting here taking 21 touches in the box to create a turnover, bro. Scared to shoot. Trying to be a striker, bro. Trying to be a scorer. Trying to be a forward, but scared to shoot shots, bro. What is wrong with this guy, bro? So we're sitting here, man, and I don't know what's up with this team. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know. I literally don't know what to do anymore with this team. I think Rashford should sit. If you ask me, don't ask me about starting 11 because I'll put Bruno and Rashford on the bench. That's me. If I was a coach, I'll put Delot. I'll put Varane in the middle. I'll put Johnny Evans. I'll put Lindelof on the left side because he's played it with his national team. I'll play in the midfield. I'll play Amrabat. I'll play Casemiro. I'll play Mount in the front. Then I'll play in the front. I will play Garnacho, Rasmus, and on the right, Palestri, bro. Palestri. No. I'll put. Nah, we can't put Anthony. Anthony is, I can't support the whole double standard, bro. It's not. That's corny. It's corny how because Anthony is his guy. He lets him play. I think that's corny. I think the same treatment that Mace got is the same one he should have gotten. But that's his boy. He plays favorites. It's sad that our team is more known for beating on women than scoring goals and trophies. We got more charges and goals in the season, bro. We got more guys facing charges than goals, bro. What are we doing here, guys? What am I think I'm the problem. Why am I even supporting this team, bro? And it's the worst type. Ain't no gunman, ain't no roadman. These guys sitting here beating on women, bro. The lowest type of man is beating on chicks, man. That's what they do. That's my team, guys. It's my fault. It's my fault, bro. So, but on the right, I put Palestri, bro. Yo, I put Palestri. Let's get vibes out here, bro. Or I don't think Bruno's that bad on the wing too. Get him out the way. I put Bruno back there. I'll put it to the point where, I put Bruno on the right. I'll put Rasmus, and then I'll put Garnacho. Put Rashi on timeout. Put Rashi on timeout. Get Bruno out to 10. He's not the 10 because these passes that Mount and Eriksen were doing, though Mount is not, I'm not saying Mount is not the next coming of the next big thing, the next top guy, but I think next Iniesta, but I think he is someone that is moving the ball better. His energy is better. His attitude's better than Bruno. So I think that is where I would go with the lineup. I know it will go completely different because what's going to happen is the coach is going to put his favorites. You're going to see Rashford again. You're going to see Bruno again back in the number 10. You're going to see Amrabat on the left out of position, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, why waste your time? So there's a couple of other big games this week I want to touch on. Of course, we have Liverpool versus Brighton. That's a big game. Liverpool has been crying the entire weekend. And I know some of their fans listen to my podcast. They've been crying the entire weekend. Oh, the game should have been replayed. Oh, this is not fair. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, the refs are out to get us. Oh, let me hear the audio. Shut up. It happens. Instead of focusing on the refs and all that audio, get some discipline. Guys have all these red cards, bro. What is wrong with these guys sitting here getting straight reds? So what are they worried about? Worry about themselves, bro. If Klopp wasn't so focused on the refs, they probably would have scored more goals that game. Frick. They actually scored more goals, but it actually had one that went into the wrong net. So shut up. Shut up. I think they'll lose. I'm predicting 4-1 Brighton. 4-1 Brighton. 4-1. Mark it. I think they were so distracted and so focused on the wrong things. Brighton got slapped last week. They're going to come in and they're going to slap Liverpool. 4-1. Mark it down. Mark it down. Take it to your bookie. Bet on that right now. 4-1 Brighton. I think they were humbled. They were humbled. Brighton was humbled, and Liverpool focused on the wrong things, man. So I'll sit here and I got them, because Villa dropped 6 on them. Yeah, they had a tough practice this week, so they'll get slapped. They're gonna slap Liverpool because all you hear Klopp is doing press conferences. Refs this, refs that. They hate us. Well, shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Liverpool. All that damn crying. Let's get better, as we say. Get better, Liverpool. Them tough guy with all that whining. So the other big game is Man City, Arsenal. Arsenal. I'm telling you something about Arsenal. Arsenal fans talk the most junk last year and into the season. And then I had to just look back at the results. They didn't win anything last year. What did they win to warrant them to talk all this junk? They were the loudest in our ears throughout this. Oh man, Arsenal's back. Bob, and he signed the $100 million guy. Bob, we got this guy. Oh, Saka, the boy wonder. Trash, bro. Trash. They took a step back. Yes, I know how bad my team is, but I still run this podcast and I can tell you the truth. Arsenal, because to me, this is a big game for them. Because let me tell you why. Not as much as standings. We all know Man City's gonna win it, right? But I think it's a measuring stick to say, you know what? Hey, we belong on this level. Because for a very long time, it's Liverpool, Man City, everybody else. Arsenal is trying to say they belong in that same convo. This is why they start spending some money, doing what they do, and I think they have to win this game. Just for the fact for them to sit here and say, you know what, we belong in this conversation. We belong on the same levels as Man City, as Liverpool. We belong in the same place. And let me tell you something. Man City's form has dipped a little after the last couple of weeks, so they're primed to sit here and win this. Arsenal is prime is to sit there and get to the place to say, you know what, I'm gonna win this game. So I think Arsenal, I don't want to hear no injury excuses. Everybody has injuries. I don't want to hear no crap. You sign all these players. You have depth. I don't want to put somebody in. Hopefully your manager could actually manage and create some tactics to kind of do that, as opposed to worshiping Pep. The reason why they lose to Pep, because Arteta, like an idiot, copies Pep's style. Everything a Pep does, he does. He copies Pep's style. So it's easy for him to sit to get to the point where they figure these guys out. So I think it's gonna be a good game, but I think 2-0 Man City, 2-0 Man City. Arsenal's not there yet, bro. And I think Arsenal's best chance was last year. I think from now that their form will go down. Because what's going to happen is these guys are going to start making bread. They're going to start getting the eyes of the Man Cities, the other teams out there. They talk about Saliba wants to maybe go back to Paris and stuff like that, to France. So I'm sitting here, and I think they're going to – last year was their best chance. Maybe this year, depending I think last year was their best chance to win something significant. So after that, Liverpool going to be back. They've re-upped something crazy. Hopefully, Man U could figure things out, and other teams could – Newcastle and other teams could don't forget the Spurs. Other teams could sit there and regain their form. So, but it's a big game, man. It's a big game because they talk all this stuff about this. And how are you going to spend 200 M's just to be worse than you were the year before? They could only the bottom, the least it could be is second place in the EPL, because you were in second place last year. So how could you spend 200 M's on a second place team just to end up in fourth? How dumb is that? So this is a big game. Again, it's not even about points, because again, I think eventually Man City will figure things out, and they're gonna win when this. Liverpool again is playing well, and I think they're number 2, and it's everybody else. But I think if they want to get in that tier. Because right now it's tier 1, Liverpool, Man City, and tier 2 is Arsenal, Spurs, Newcastle, and them guys. If they want to try to say, yo, we belong in tier 1, win this game. Time for your big time player to step up. Odegaard, where you at? Saka might play. Gabriel Jesus, where you at? The top signing from two transfer windows ago, where you at? This is why they pay you guys. And do you know who has pressure this game, guys? Declan Rice. Ooh, boy. This is the game they bring you in for. These are the big time matches. This is why you left West Ham, to play in these big time games. These are the games where you just basically sit there like a Steven Gerrard and like those guys who sat there in this like random midfield, like, yo, I got this guy, a De Bruyne, when they sat there and say, you know what, I'm here, guys. I'm calling this game. I'm the coach on the field. So I think it's important that he steps up. So, but yeah, I said it. So, my prediction for Man U. 1-0 Man U. 1-0. All right? I'm going out on a limb. 1-0 Manchester United. So 1-0 Man U. Brighton defeats Liverpool 4-1. And Man City defeats Arsenal. So let me know what you think. Give me your feedback, your predictions in the comments. Make sure you share this, John. I'm creating a TikTok for this page. So make sure you follow the TikTok, Twitter. Let's start this combo. Let's get talking. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys. Peace.